Today, instead of doing lines, instead of our practicing our thick and thin lines, we're going to focus on some color theory. So what I want you to do is I want you to have some clean, open wells in your palette. And I want you to fill them with clean water. Macy has a whole side over there that's filled, or that's clean. So let's fill them with water.
This side? All of them? That side.
The clean side. You have plenty of clean ones on this side. So you just need a couple of them, but go ahead and fill them with water. Remember, if you squeeze the bristles of your brush, you're going to get, squeeze that, Lydia. Squeeze my bristles. You're going to get so much more water out of it than just go and flick at one at a time. So squeeze the bristles of your brush to get all the water out of them, or use a dropper, or go ahead and just pour water. Okay. So first what I want you to do is find one, Lacey, you're going to need more water than that. Use my big brush to get more water. Big brushes get more water. So right now we have clean water. I want you to take some yellow, a brush full of yellow, and I want you to swirl it around into the water. Just pick one. Okay, so what happened there?
It made the water yellow.
So now you have a very light value of yellow. Show us what that would look like on your paper, how watered down this color is going to be. Remember, I've been talking about saturation. So that still has a lot of great pigment in it, but it is watered down. So what I want you to do is wash your brush, and then I want you to dip your brush into the blue, just a little blue, and then go back to the yellow and add it. Now what's going to happen?
It's going to turn blue-green and green.
It's turning green. It's a very nice, almost phthalo green. So what do you think is going to happen if you add a lot of yellow and a little tiny blue to this one? So go to the next one and see if you can add a lot of yellow and a little tiny blue.
And a little bit of blue.
And a little bit of blue. Now swirl it together. So what does that look like?
A light yellow-green.
And what if you added a lot of blue and a little bit of yellow?
In this one?
In the next one. Any of them. So do you see the difference in color? So how many greens do we have?
3.
We have 3 separate greens. So let's see you do a stroke beside your yellow stroke here.
In all of them?
Make sure that you clean your brush in between each one. Go ahead, quickly demonstrate each color for us. Okay, clean your brush. Ooh, that's a darker color, but it's very watered down. Not very much pigment at all. So you need to add some more pigment. Now the reason we're doing this is because if we look at this plant right here, what is the primary color of this plant that we see the most? What do you see mostly on this plant? You see green. Do you see one shade of green?
No.
How many different shades and tints? Let's say values of green. How many different values of green do you see? Or different colors of green?
About 4.
Okay, so we see a dark,
A light.
very dark green.
There's
We see a very light green.
Than the rest.
There's a medium green in there. And there's another streak of even lighter
Also the roots.
than this.
The roots.
So you see the different colors of green. So today I want you to practice making many different, see how many different values of green you can make, different colors of green. Remember, you're only using one yellow and one blue. If you start using different blues or different yellows and mixing those together, then what you are doing essentially is making different colors of green. And we're not trying to do different colors of green right now. We're trying to make different values of green. If you see over here, Lydia also has a very blue-green. And that's fine. It's part of the value scale of the colors that she has. It doesn't matter which yellow and which blue you start with, but you want to start with and only use one yellow and only use one blue. And see how many values of green you can get out of that one blue and that one yellow together. Again, because once you start introducing a different blue with a different yellow, then you start introducing a completely different color scheme. So if you have an ultramarine blue and a lemon yellow, try to see how many values of green you can get out of ultramarine and lemon yellow. Or if you have Hansa yellow and phthalo blue, see how many different values of green you can get out of that. But then if you mix Hansa with ultramarine blue, then you would get completely different greens. So don't mix the two. See how far you can stretch one blue and one yellow together. Does everybody understand?
Mm-hmm.